Blackbeard's bounty and bounties overall tell us more than you think. It literally reveals Teach's death. His current bounty is 3,996,000,000 belly. This is not a random number, and I will tell you why. There is an old theory about Luffy and his connection with numbers. Luffy and numbers 5 and 6 are connected, and we have seen it many times in One Piece. 5-6 is actually Gomu in Japanese, which makes sense because Luffy is rubber, or Gomu. As taken from the lovely people over at the One Piece wiki, Shanks' bounty is 4,048,900,000. They say 489 is read as Shiaku. This could refer to his given name, Shanks. Big Mom's bounty is 4,388,000,000. 88 can be read as Haha. Haha means mother in Japanese, which could refer to her epithet, Big Mom. Now, Kaido's bounty of 4,611,100,000. 110 as a whole number is Hyakuju. This could refer to Kaido's epithet, Kaido of the Beasts. They follow along with Whitebeard's bounty of 5,046,000,000. 46 can be read as Shiro, which means white and could refer to his epithet, Whitebeard. And lastly, Roger's bounty of 5,564,800,000. 648 can be read as Roshia. This could refer to his given name, Roger. With a bounty of 5,600,000,000, meaning Gomu, or 5,656,000,000, meaning Gomu Gomu, Luffy will surpass Roger's bounty and have the highest pirate bounty of all time, making him someone who has gone beyond the previous generation. My bet is that he will get that amount, possibly before the end of the series. But what about Blackbeard? 9 and 6 from his bounty means Kuro, which means black, similar logic to Whitebeard's bounty. But there is one interesting detail. Roger and Whitebeard are dead. Big Mom and Kaido are possibly dead as well, so they reached their final bounties and died. We have seen Blackbeard's previous bounties too. It started with 0 belly, and then he got to 2,247,600,000, which does not fit this bounty logic at all, but his current one does. He was no one 3 years ago, and he already achieved his last bounty. We have the same story with Luffy, but he has not reached his final bounty yet, and we also know that, like Luffy, Blackbeard has not reached his full potential. But why will Luffy's bounty increase and Blackbeard's won't? The logical answer is that Blackbeard will die. That's why his current bounty is his last. I don't think he will die fighting Law, because I can't see Law defeating Teach and his whole crew alone. Garp will have a lot of difficulties as well, but Teach won't die just like that. He is one of the main characters of the story, and Oda has some plans for him, but I believe he will die at the end of the anime. I can't say who will kill him or where he will die, but I believe it will be a big event and Teach will die. Blackbeard's bounty will remain the same and Luffy's bounty will reach its final form. We can say the same about Shanks and his bounty, but it's less likely. Shanks is a pirate since childhood. When Luffy was a kid, Shanks had a bounty of 1.004 billion berries, and he became a Yonko 6 years ago. He also has some connections with the world government, so his bounty may not get higher even if he stays alive. There are a lot of theories that Shanks will die and Luffy will never meet him again, except after Shanks' death. I will lie if I say that he is not one of the characters with the highest possibility of death, so I think he deserves a place on this list. Oda is against killing, and I think sometimes the story suffers from it. Even when characters clearly die, Oda brings them back somehow. The best example is Pell and Alabasta. Magellan literally sentenced Bon Clay to execution, asked for his last words, and attacked with his poison, but Bon Chan is still alive somehow. What about Paycombs? He was machine gunned with hundreds of rounds, then shot in the head, then fell off of a cliff into shark-infested water, handcuffed. This could have presented a very interesting narrative point where Capone's loyalty and the morality of allying with him is very much in conflict. But instead, we get a miraculous save yet again from Paycombs that does nothing. As Zoro said during the Water 7 arc, this isn't some silly pirate game, and currently the story is at its peak. Law is fighting Blackbeard, Kid is fighting Shanks, Saturn and Kizaru are going to face Luffy soon, and in the future we will see more strong characters fighting each other, and I hope that Oda will show us more deaths. Paycombs' death would not change anything, but watching Shanks, Blackbeard or other characters dying will be very emotional, and I think it will make the story even more beautiful. Let's continue with Aokiji. We saw Aokiji raiding Whole Cake Island and capturing Pudding. From this we have learned that Aokiji is now considered an official member of Blackbeard's crew. Is he working undercover? What are his future plans? Back at Punk Hazard, Aokiji spoke to Smoker and put across the message that he had not turned evil. Is he working for the Revolutionary Army or is he alone? Anyway, I believe he will betray Blackbeard and it will happen soon. As far as Garp is going to save Kobe and he will face Teach and Aokiji soon. A long time ago, Aokiji mentioned that he owes a debt to Garp, so there is no chance that he will fight Garp or watch him die. As far as I'm concerned, there is no chance of Blackbeard and Law dying now, as far as they still have more to do, so there's a high possibility that Garp and Aokiji will die during this fight. Garp will die if Blackbeard turns out to be unstoppable, and it will make Luffy hate him even more, while Aokiji may die protecting Garp. I sure hope this fight won't be off-screened. I won't theorize this one, but Zoro dying will probably be the saddest death in anime history. Will Oda go this far? I hope he won't, but anything's possible when we're talking about this genius. Eustace Kid. Chapter 1076 revealed that he literally went to Elbaf to die. It's not even a joke. Kid, with his crew, where the only strong member is Killer, went to fight probably the strongest crew in the world. Eustace Kid is very strong, and we may say that he is Yonko level, but he could not even defeat Ben Beckman during the time skip. He lost an arm and could not even see Shanks' face, and now he's going to fight Shanks, his crew, and the Giants. His chances of winning are near zero. Will Eustace Kid die? I think there's a high possibility for this one. What is his future role in One Piece? I have no answer, so Oda may use his death as a way of showing the red-haired pirates' brutalism. They're not kidding around anymore, they're going to claim the One Piece. Also, Eustace Kid is based on William the Kid. William the Kid was hanged in a public execution on May 23rd. Eustace Kid is 23 years old. There is another interesting detail. On the first attempt, the hangman's rope broke and Kid survived. Although some in the crowd called for Kid's release, claiming the breaking of the rope was a sign from God, Kid was hanged again minutes later and died. We can see this as a parallel to Shanks and Kid's fights. The first time around, he lost an arm but did not die, and now it's time for round 2. Following William Kid's story, the second try will be the last one for Eustace. Law's death theories are very popular as well, and one of the main reasons is Ope Ope no Mi's greatest power. I don't see why Oda would tell about the fact that his devil fruit could make him able to grant immortality by dying, if he's not going to grant it at some point. Will he die now? Will Teach get another overpowered devil fruit? I don't think it will happen now, but I believe he will die before One Piece ends. Of course, there are more possibilities like Akainu, Gorosei, and more, but today I wanted to focus on characters that are active now. Each one of them is in danger right now. What do you think? Who will die in One Piece? Write it down in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Bye.